When it comes to movies, music videos, and other media texts in our day and age, some of the most well-known and loved seem to form a negative construction as adolescents as a generalized group. The way that these clips and films construct our generation is extremely inaccurate to the day-to-day reality that we live in. This negative construction is found evidently within the well-known and loved film Mean Girls, the first being published in 2004 by Tina Fey. Although not modern, this film is a cult classic and is often ironically enjoyed by all ages. It follows your typical new girl, Cady Heron, on her journey to fitting in at a new school, although it is far more sickening than first meets the eye. It particularly sexualizes teenage girls and focuses on their looks, body shape, weight, and popularity, which when added up construct a very poor image and high standards in the eyes of a young girl. This film explicitly builds the idea that teenage girls' greatest goals are to be desirable, attractive, and most importantly, popular. The way that these themes of popularity and body image are portrayed in the film can and most definitely will form unhealthy standards in the eyes of a young girl. How would you feel if your daughter was watching degrading films on the above themes? Today we'll be focusing on a couple of short clips from Mean Girls which I find very disturbing in the way that these young girls and teenage girls have been displayed. This construction of the social norm in Mean Girls is extremely degrading and harmful to the mental health of teenage girls in particular, and must be changed before they get the better of us. In what way does this storyline depict such a degrading image of a young girl? A key scene in this film particularly creates a very sexualized and disturbing image.
I'm home. Hey, Kylie.
Hey.
Hey. How are my best girlfriends?
Hey, Mrs. George. This is Kaylee.
Hello, sweetheart. Welcome to our home.
We as viewers are confronted with Regina, the Mean Girl's younger sister, dancing sexually in the living room while listening to well-known song Milkshake. Sung by Careless, this song contains very inappropriate ideas which should not be available to a young girl. Lyrics include, "My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, damn right it's better than yours," portraying the lady's sensual energy makes her stand out from the other girls, and is about how seductive and attractive this is for becoming desirable to men and boys. This inappropriately signifies the idea that this young girl is being exposed to such mature content at a very young age, which I don't know about you, but I find very inappropriate. The way she is being sexualized watching this film clip is no way a young girl should be viewed, or any girl for that matter. How do you think other children will want to act after viewing this clip? The unattainable mature female body that these young girls compare themselves to offer the connotation that putting themselves out there as objectified sexual beings will make them desirable to men and boys. The Australian eSafety conducted a survey within the last year, and it has been found that 1 in 2 children aged 12 to 16 are regularly exposed to sexual images on the social media. This statistic only justifies the overexposure that children have to sexual images in films, social media, and TV shows, including Mean Girls. Although this clip could be seen as a joke, the way that these young girls are implicitly being portrayed is far from appropriate and should not be tolerated. Another signifier of this harmful construction of teenage girls in this short clip is the clothing that each of the girls wear. Assumed to be 16, the clothing that these young girls wear makes them seem far older and more mature than they are. From tight revealing tops to short skirts and dresses, the connotation is formed that to be popular like these girls, you must dress in this sexual and revealing way. The mother of popular girl Regina reflects that this problem is not only found in the younger generation, but also those prior. Where she wears a tight revealing top and tight sweatpants, it is obvious that she has passed her sexual figure down to Regina. This connotates that this issue is not new and is being passed through generations, to the youngest daughter as well. The colour of this clothing also seems to be very generalised, as all the girls seem to wear pink. But pink is a girly colour, right? This stereotype in terms of dressing and wearing certain clothes offers the idea that if you don't dress like these girls, you'll be an outsider, and if you do dress like them, you'll be desirable and pretty as they are. You have perfect hair, flawless skin, and a perfect body, and boys chasing you for your attention, just like these popular girls have. This standard makes Cady feel like an outsider, and causes her to change the way she dresses just to fit in with the others. You should not have to change the way you are just to fit in with a certain ideal, and this harmful idea can be detrimental to the mental health of a young girl. The desirable and attractive standard that this generalized look creates will not be healthy to the self-esteem of a young teenage girl and is nowhere near an accurate depiction of the society that we live in or should need to fit into. This negative depiction of teenagers must be improved so that unnecessary standards like this can be destroyed. Following this, here is another short clip particularly focusing on body image insecurities, which can be very sensitive and degrading for teenagers, especially innocent young girls.
God, my hips are huge. Oh, please. I hate my calves.
At least you guys can wear halters. I've got man shoulders.
I used to think there was just fat and skinny. Apparently there's a lot of things that can be wrong on your body.
My hairline is so weird.
My pores are huge.
I know, but suck.
As you can see, the way that these characters portray themselves and view their bodies is far from helpful in boosting a young girl's self-esteem. A few verbal signifiers which strike these degrading feelings include, God, my hips are huge, I hate my calves, my hairline is so weird, and my pores are huge. These quotes connotate that these girls are heavily focused on their appearance and tend to see the imperfections their body withholds. Although contradicting this, the audience see these girls as perfection and as the ideal figure. But no one is perfect, and this scene can be extremely harmful to other teenagers, causing them to comment negatively on their bodies in the same way. Caddy's line in this scene, I used to think they was just fat and skinny, but apparently there can be lots of things wrong with your body, is a very clear verbal signifier of the exact effect that this scene will have on other girls. 2018 Mission Australia's survey tells us that 41.5% of girls are concerned with their body image, and thanks to films like Mean Girls, it only further manipulates connotation of not being happy with your own body. The reflection that these messages can have on teenagers implications the reflection that these messages can have on the teenage generation are not worth the implications and insecurities they may cause to others, and the need for improvement in this construction is extremely strong. From clothing to body image and appearance, young girls and adolescents have a social standard set unrealistically high. Through the use of many signifiers in Mean Girls, a harmful connotation of teenage girls is formed that to be pretty and desirable like these girls, you must conform to a particular ideal. You must be attractive, have flawless skin, and dress in a girly and sexual way, so that you're appealing to the males, of course. Although as viewers we see these girls as gorgeous and perfection, the way that they see themselves in this film is extremely harmful and degrading to those who are watching. The way they pick apart their body into what is wrong and what is ugly is not the way that young girls should be taught to see themselves. Especially in the day and age where insecurities amongst teenagers are far from non-existent. If you aren't like these girls, that doesn't mean you aren't pretty or that you don't fit in, but the film constructs the opposite idea. This harmful, degrading construction, ladies and gentlemen, is what is setting our younger generations up for self-destruction. And something must change now, because if not now, when? People of media matters. Why not represent adolescents in the media as what they are, not what we want them to be? Constructing them as passionate, as smart, loving, independent young adults will build them up rather than degrading them, which is what films like Mean Girls has done. Why construct the main characters as insecure rather than confident? Why create these unrealistic standards of body image for a young girl when you don't have to? So please, together let's build up our future generations while we can before the constructions get the better of us. You have the power to improve this situation, so do something before it's too late. We are the problem, so let's become the solution together. Thank you.